Everybody knows Netflix and many of us love the shows and the movies. And of course Netflix is very picky with the quality and resolution of the movies and shows. They have a list of cameras approved by them for their partners if you want to make a show or a movie for Netflix. Most of them are crazy expensive, but I was impressed when I found that some of them are actually kind of affordable. And in this video I will give you a list of 5 cameras that we could afford. Let's start with Canon, and it has few cameras, but based on the price and features, I chose 2 from the list. The Canon EOS R5C and the Canon EOS C50. Very difficult decision between these 2 cameras. The names are kind of similar, but the price is different. Let's start with the older one, the R5C, that was launched in 2022 and it costs around $3,000. Who would imagine a professional cinema camera approved by Netflix for $3,000? And then we have the C50, which was launched in September last year, so it's a newer camera, and it costs around $3,900. So there is a difference of $900, but which one is better? This is the difficult part because both cameras are very good. Both have good things that the other doesn't have, and it makes it so complicated to decide. The R5C is older but has a 45 megapixel sensor compared to the 32 megapixel of the C50. The resolution of the R5C is up to 8K compared to the 7K that the C50 has. Even the ISO in the R5C is up to 51,200 compared to the 25,600 of the C50. So we could say that the older camera is better. But because of the new technology of the new one, the C50 has a shutter angle setting, open gate video recording that every camera in the market nowadays is supposed to have, lens breathing correction, a full-size HDMI, faster continuous shooting, and some more little details. So at the end of the day, like I said, very complicated to choose. Now let's go with Sony, and the camera that I chose as affordable is the famous Sony FX3. Now there is a problem here. The FX3 is a discontinued camera, the new one is the FX3A, which is better, but it's not in the Netflix list, which means that Netflix has to update the list. But it is approved, don't worry, it is approved. Well, the FX3A costs around $4,300 and it is a 12.1 megapixel full frame camera. By the way, all the cameras mentioned are full frame. Anyway, this camera is very popular among YouTubers as well. It has an amazing quality and very good autofocus, as all Sony cameras are famous for. It can record 16-bit RAW, 4K at 120 FPS. It is basically a monster camera. And don't get fooled by the 12.1 megapixel. It is a full-frame camera, so 12.1 megapixels makes the pixels big and let a lot of light come in the sensor. Just imagine the quality of videos and the amazing low light performance. Okay, we have 3 cameras until now. Let's go for the last 2 and a bonus. Lumix cameras, my favorites. I am a Lumix user. On the list you will see the Lumix S1H, which is an old camera but very powerful. It was launched in 2019 and currently, and you have to listen to this, you can find it used for $1,800. It is a 24 megapixel full frame camera that can record in 6K, 240 FPS high-speed video, and many details that make this camera one of my favorite cameras ever. But we have to accept that it is an old camera, and I heard the rumor that the S1H Mark II is coming, so I'm very excited to see what it's going to bring. But well, this camera is still in the Netflix list. Now also with Lumix we have the S5 IIX, the coolest looking camera ever. All black matte and super powerful. It has basically the same sensor as the S1H, but with new touches as this camera is newer. It was launched in 2023. And this is the best part, it cost less than $2,000. I am always impressed by the quality of Lumix cameras. I would suggest you to go in Google and compare them to the top cameras you like. You will be impressed. This camera is approved by Netflix, even though it's still not in the list. As I mentioned before, Netflix must update its list. In their partner website, they have the guidelines that the camera should have. So I know that this one is approved. I will leave you the link of the Netflix partner website in the description if you want to check it out, because it's actually very interesting. And you will be surprised with many things that you're gonna find there. But well, the S5 IIX has the same sensor as the S1H, but it can record externally in an SSD memory, and it can do it in RAW. It has a much higher bitrate for video than the Sony FX3A, 6K resolution, and the autofocus is incredibly improved compared to the S1H. Now we have 5 cameras, but I said there's a bonus. Again, Lumix, the Lumix S1 II, that is currently the flagship for video in the Lumix world. This new camera launched last year, and there are actually 2 of them, the S1 II and the S1R II, both very powerful and approved by Netflix, but the S1 II is the one oriented to video. So the S1 II costs around $3,000, and it is a 24 megapixel full-frame sensor. Sensor image stabilization, which is the best in the market. I mean, nobody can compete with Lumix and its stabilization. It is just incredible. 6K video resolution, and of course can record in RAW. 240 FPS for slow motion. The quality of the video is outstanding. It is just an incredible camera. I am very tempted to buy it, but I will wait for the S1H2 to take a proper decision. So we just have to be patient. Guys, which is your favorite camera from the list? Do you own any of these cameras? Let me know in the comments. And now, until next week.